Hey, you.
Hey, you, how are you doing?
Doing wonderful.
Great evening, great evening. We are live. Two of the three wise pet pros, T and T. Oh, wow. So we're hoping Nicole will pop in here with us in a few moments. But our introduction for us is who we are, what we represent. We are the three, well, we are the three wise pet pros, but we are three pet entrepreneurs. Three wise pet pros, a safe place for pets to be educated, have fun, and have new games, all while we learn. We the three wise pet pros. We three pet pros learn from our audience as well as topics on pet care, training, nutrition, and more. And no, I wasn't reading that. No. So, with that being said, tonight, like I said, the three wise pet pros, we are here. We got Dr. Tanera here tonight. We're gonna do a little game. So hopefully, let's share with your friends, like, tag, share, so we can get some people on here because we do want to have a little what's that word?
Engagement.
Engagement. We want to have some engagement. We want to communicate with you all because we got a little game tonight. To bring us in with that game, Dr. Tanera.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, I see only one eye so far. We need to get a couple eyes in here before I waste all of my precious questions. I mean,
Right?
It wouldn't be a waste, but you know what I'm saying? Like all the precious questions. So come on in, bring your people. And then
What's that called? I wasn't trying to call you if I did. All right. So before we get started with the game, Tanera is back. There she is.
Yes, I'm here. Like you're like, is it the one wise pet pro? Like, what the heck, man? Do I have to do this whole thing? Yes, you do. Maybe.
No, I'd make it happen. Just like if I just said, you would make it happen.
I definitely would. Somebody just keels over. Be like, well, show goes on. Show's got to go on. So, okay. So I'm going to open up our page so I can see, because usually when people are looking and they're doing comments, I always wind up missing them. So, okay. Right. Hi, Paul Frazier. How you doing, sir?
Hello, Mr. Frazier.
Who's
watching with you? Wow. Hey. All right. So I got. Hello, Mr. Robert Crazy Air Holmes.
Hello. Are you here for the gaming tonight? We're doing some games.
We could do the battle with Mr. Frazier. This now sounds like two boxing. I know, right? Mr. Frazier and Mr. Crazy Air Holmes.
It sure does. You guys got perfect boxing names.
Okay.
I know Robert's his boxing shorts would be blue. Paul, what color are yours gonna be? Let us know in the chat. Okay, what do you think he would say? Should that be one of our Jeopardy questions?
I'm like, how well do you know Mr. Frazier?
Right.
You probably don't need to know what color.
Right.
Favorite color? I don't even know. I would say blue if I had to. Purple or blue?
Blue, purple. Royalty. We're all royalty up in here. So excellent. All right. So I'm seeing 5 eyes. I think this is good enough. Okay. That's great. That sounds great. One of those enclosures is probably for me. So keep working. Burgundy, says Mr. Frazier.
You know, if you mix blue and purple together, don't that make
something like that? Something like that. Okay, so we're gonna do Jeopardy. If there's anybody else in the chat, please put your name in the chat because we don't necessarily know who you are. We got Paul, we got Robert, and I think I see 2 more eyes. So if you're here with us, please put your name in the chat. We're about to start the game right now. And really, we plan to start doing a game each week for those who are with us, especially in the beginning.
Yes.
We never
want to miss anything.
You never want to miss anything, and you want to be on time.
Yeah, right?
You can. Hi, Sherry. Sherry who? Where do we know you from, Sherry? Who else do we have in here as well? We're about to get started. We want to know who's playing the game because it's going to be a game of you got to get that answer into the chat as quick as you can. Okay? So, Robert, you over there working on enclosures. You may want to dry your hands off for a minute so you can get ready to type in the answer. Okay? So we got Paul, Robert, and Sherry. And is there anyone else who is in the chat? Put your name in the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with the game. Or maybe it's me.
Or me.
So I think we maybe just have Paul, Robert, and Sherry. If there is anybody else in the chat, make yourself known. So, all right. So should we go ahead and start, Tony?
I say let's make it happen. Let's go.
I do too. All right. Are we ready? If you are ready, put in the chat, put your favorite emoji in the chat. Paul, you're driving. Aww. Life is so not fair.
So hurry up and get to a destination so you can play the game. Not just playing.
Hurry.
For those who don't know, I've known Paul Frazier for approximately 25. Thailand is 25. Oh my goodness. 26 years. 25.
Whoa.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
That's a lot of years. Hello, Facebook user. Who are you? Unless it was Sherry again. Was that you, Sherry, still?
All right.
Yes.
I did just share.
Didn't I share? I did. I shared.
I don't want nobody hurting themselves, but
okay. Yes, that's Sherry. Okay, you put the emoji in. You said you're ready. Okay. Robert, you put your emoji in. Awesome. And Paul, you're driving. Please be safe. I would just say unmute yourself, but we know that ain't gonna work over here. So hey, Angela Collier.
Yep, I just tagged her. All right.
Oh, you tagged her. Oh, okay.
Oh, so you can see that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But that's all good. I was like, hey. All right. These questions are going to have to do with our topic for tonight. So let's get cracking. Okay, Paul just got to the shop, so we're going to wait a second.
Because it is to play the game at least with 2 people, right? Like I can play because I don't even know what the questions are. I might know the answers, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah, you probably. But once you do get into the shop in a place where you're safe, Paul, put your favorite emoji in the chat so we know that you're ready for Jeopardy! Oh, I'm ready to show my 3 Wise Pet Pros shirt. Jeopardy!
3 Wise Pet Pros. Whoop, whoop. So this is the original one that we wore when we 3 Wise Pet Pros went to our first event, the Sweet Heat down in Atlanta. No, well, we were in Atlanta, Georgia, but we were in Atlanta, one of those suburbs to the city.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the city.
That's why I was like, one of those suburbs to the city.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Darrell.
Hello, Mr. Hobson.
So, Mr. Hobson, if you are watching and you would like to play, we're about to start our game. It's a little Jeopardy. So, if you're ready to play, it's just you got to put the answer in the chat, and we'll see who's the quickest and wins of these 5 questions. If you're ready to play, Mr. Hobson, put your favorite emoji in the chat. And Paul, You go ahead also and put your favorite emoji in the chat if you're ready to go. We're waiting for Paul because we know he was driving and now he's at the shop. So we don't want to go without you. And we won't. All right. We got some emojis from Paul. Yay. The barbershop and the doggy symbol. And then Darrell got the power. Wakanda. Okay. Awesome. I think we're ready, Tony.
Let's go.
All right. So get your little mootie tooties ready. So we want some winners here. First question. Of the 5 types of vertebrates, which one may need a heat source when traveling? Of the 5 types of vertebrates, which one may need a heat source when traveling? Should I tell you the 5 types of vertebrates?
I'm like, right? It's like
Mammal, amphibian, reptile, bird, and fish. So of those 5 types of vertebrates, which one may need a heat source when traveling? Lily lizard? Slizzard? Are you over there, Slizzard, Paul Fraser? Mammal? Robert said Liz. Paul said amphib. Wait a minute, Paul. You can't. On Jeopardy, they don't let you. Oh, he's Slizzard. Okay. They don't let you get the wrong answer on Jeopardy. So if you said lizard, that's wrong. That's wrong. Mammal, incorrect. Liz, do y'all have some easier questions? Dang, Darrell, that was the first one. Yes, we do. Okay, so should we just give it to
crazier? What Paul? What it? Paul had like half words.
Huh?
Oh, I guess it is. I thought the other ones was from. Okay, so the first one is from Mr. Fraser. Alizar.
Even though we got real low,
try to spell the real word.
We got real low standards over here, people. We got real low standards. We let you in. We know what you meant. Okay, so Paul, you got. Okay, I'm gonna put Paul for the first one. Okay, question number 2. Get those fingers ready. Type of pet. Name a type of pet that needs a seat belt in the car. That was a trial question.
I need a new one because Kaori chewed hers.
And now Paul's on the phone. Okay, we've got Dog by Robert Crazy Air Holmes. Sherry also said dog. Ooh, Ebony. Wait a minute. Ebony coming in from the back with the answer that I actually had on my paper. And I told you that, Tony, didn't I? A minute ago where I said, really, they can say any type of pet, but what I'm looking for is all.
Right.
So, and Paul said monkey. So he's definitely... Okay, I'm not going to go there. Okay, so I think we'll go with Robert because he did say an answer that was correct. But we'll give a extra little extra credit to Ebony because she actually gave the answer that I was looking for. Okay, so
right.
Robert, you get that one right. Good job. Number 3.
Monkey.
Listen now.
I'm listening.
Designation for a pet that allows it to travel almost anywhere with you. The designation for a pet that allows it to travel almost anywhere with you. What's that? What we got?
The designation. Any pet.
A title, like a title, like what's the name or title of?
Oh, okay.
That allows it to travel almost anywhere with you. Ooh. Oh, Ebony. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I had a feeling. Hey, Nicole. Yes, Miss Nicole.
Hey!
Yay.
Maybe we need to put you in the middle, the other T in the middle.
I know. I thought about that too. Great to see you, Nicole. How you doing, teacher?
I'm good. Teachering.
It takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot. Great to see you.
Great to see y'all. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. We just went ahead and started with our game, and we've got some smarty pants on. We are frozen. Who's frozen? I don't think. Well, okay. So Ebony said service animal, not support. And then Paul Frazier came right in behind us in service. Robert said therapy animal. Sherry said service animal. Was there somebody else? There's another Facebook user. Hey, Miss Cleves, said Facebook user.
What was your question again, Sanera?
The designation or name for a pet that allows it to travel almost anywhere with you.
Almost anywhere. So it could be any of those. Yes. It could be emotional support animal as well, because you said.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So that's Ebony. Ebony, go girl. Okay. Ebony Eber. Okay. And then the fourth question is, you ready? Okay. The fourth question is, the carrier version of this feathered species may just arrive before you during travel. The carrier version of this feathered species may just arrive before you during travel. This is Mr. Brown. Hi, Mr. Brown.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
I'm not seeing any answers in the. Hey!
A pigeon.
What?
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, carrier pigeon. But what you say, Tony?
The question.
Oh, a pigeon.
A pigeon. Oh, okay. All right. I was like,
that's like Target.
Yeah.
A pigeon.
You like?
Okay, so yes. That was Robert. Okay, so far we've got Paul with 1 point, Robert with 2 points, Darrell says he quit, and Ebony has 1. Well, you know what? We usually do it where the fifth question is like worth 5, or maybe 3.
Because it can put you over the edge.
Yes, that's French. Pigeon.
Piaget.
Well, this last question is actually, Darrell, you could win. This is a 5-pointer, and you could win this. It is not a hard question.
There's no quitters here.
There's no quitters. Okay? All right. Number 5, worth 5 points. This animal travels with its young in a pouch for a long, long time.
Somebody better answer that.
Oh, look at that! Darrell!
Get excited.
Okay.
All right. We got Darrell, Ebony,
Kangaroo. No monkeys.
No.
Paul Frazier. I love it.
You mean, because there could have been other right answers. Who knows
Right,
what the other right answers could have been? Put it in the chat. Other than kangaroo. But kangaroo
marsupial.
Yep.
Is it a wombat? Could have been a wombat.
Yeah, it could have been a wombat.
Yeah.
Other than kangaroo. But kangaroo marsupial.
Yep. Is it a wombat? Could have been a wombat.
I was like, why does it sound like us? Oh, yes.
Possum, koala. All right, those are all great questions. So now, can you,
has somebody got their mic on?
All right, those are all great questions. Well, we don't want you to totally mute yourself, but if you can mute that, that would be great. Okay, so
yeah,
turn down your mic on your phone or your other device.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Okay. All right. So technical difficulties, but looks like we have a winner.
Yes, we do. Winner, no chicken dinner. We've got, is it Paul? No, Paul only had one. Ebony also only had one. And Robert, oh, nope, he only had two because we had Darrell coming from behind with the first really complaining a lot and then coming in with the answer. Give it up for Darrell with the 5-point win.
I guess I'll have to get Darrell a espresso surprise.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this every week. I'm telling you guys, you got to be here right on time because we're going to do this every week. And more than likely, the winner is going to get something special in the mail. Okay. You guys may not know this about us as the Three Wise Pet Pros. As we grow and our brand and expand, we are looking to start having products and different services that we can provide for people. So be on the lookout for that because once we get cracking with these products, that's what you're going to be winning when we win things. So great job, Darrell. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Give yourself a hand. And so now you probably know, put in the chat if you know what our topic is for the week. We are using, did we go live? Did you put us to be live in YouTube and group as well, Tony?
Yes.
Okay. YouTube, we should be live on right now, as well as our Facebook group, Three Wise Pet Pros, right? Yes. So, okay, so I don't see anything.
The page, the group, and YouTube.
Based on those questions that we asked, who knows? Okay, traveling pets. Okay, travel with pets. All right. Okay, there we go. And you are right, Miss Tony. You want to take it away? Who knows? Okay, traveling pets. Okay, travel with pets. All right. Okay, there we go. And you are right, Miss Tony. You want to take it away? Who knows? Okay, traveling pets. Okay. What are we doing? Are we just sitting here listening to our broadcast?
I don't know. Something going over there with Nick.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce Tony?
So we are talking about pets on the go. You know, we all have different types of pets. We all travel different places. And so we're going to talk about being prepared for those.
Are you prepared?
So hopefully Nick is going to be able to join us. All right. So are we delayed?
Yeah. A little bit. So pets on the go.
Okay.
I'll get it started because I actually was traveling this weekend with numerous pets. Okay. So I had to be super prepared for not only Mayo, the dog. I have a little seatbelt for her. I cooked her right up. I also was traveling with
Did you have Lucy with you? Oh,
I did.
You didn't take Lucy with you.
I may not have been able to
you
see
did?
that.
Okay.
But yes, I did. So that's where that question came from about traveling and the need for heat. because this little one needs heat under its belly in order to digest its food and be well. So I put a little heating pad. They sell them for reptiles, and I put it right under the cage. I had an adapter in the car, which allowed me to plug it in and plug it in. So, yep, I had my reptile and my dog, and we were all safe and sound on the road. Have either of you traveled with a reptile before?
I have not, because first of all, I didn't have a reptile until 2 weeks ago. Oops,
there is that.
That's the wrong one. Going for a ride. So this would I'm going on a road trip this weekend, but I think my lizard, who is unnamed right now, it has a very fat tail. So she'll be okay for 48 hours. Hey, Lucy. Lucy's tail looking kind of chunky too.
Oh,
I know.
It is getting chunky.
Oh, sorry.
She's so calm and sweet. But yeah, so as we talked about reptiles traveling, one we mentioned about seatbelts, and I guess they all do need seatbelts, because even if you have the container there for Lucy, you still need to have it contained in a spot so that it's not able to move if you make a quick stop and the top doesn't fall off. So that's another way of being prepared for a road trip. You can't just put it in a box and sit it on the back seat. But Kaori, who is my German Shepherd, when I take her on the road, actually she sits really well in the back seat now. But again, if you're in a seatbelt, your children are in a seatbelt, your fur babies need to be in a seatbelt. One, they're in a controlled situation. So if you do have to make a quick stop, they're not making any quick jerks, falling, having to hurt themselves, because usually they're not paying attention to you and like what you're going to do. You don't want to have to end up at the pet emergency room taking your fur baby because they standing up there looking out the window and you didn't got them all jacked up and now they like so being prepared for your dog in a car is making sure that they have a brace seatbelt. They have different types of seatbelts. Smaller dogs, they even have like little baskets with the little seatbelts in it. Even if you just have it in a container, you need to have that brace down in a seat as well.
Yeah. Also, if your dog, if you know that you have a dog that is kind of protective or that may spaz out if there's an accident, you need to make sure you have them secured in a seatbelt, because if roadside assistance or paramedics or somebody comes to assist you in the event of an accident, you don't want your dog to jump out of the car and just run away, or you don't want them trying to protect you with the paramedics or other personnel assistants trying to help you, because they are unsure of what is actually going on.
That's a great one. No, that's a really good one, because just this weekend with the dog, it happened to me where someone approached me, just to hug me or something like that. And Mayo got very nervous, like she wanted to attack. And then there was also another dog that she wanted to attack because he came up to say hi to me. So, that's really interesting that you brought that up with the personnel, emergency personnel, but it makes so much sense, with your fur babies being protective, that they would already be in a crazy situation, but also if they are trained to protect you, that's what they would be thinking they would be doing in a situation like that. That's a great one.
And if you're unconscious, to tell them the word that pulls them off, you're like,
Safe word.
Another thing that goes along with what Nicole said was having, even if you're just going to the corner store, you should actually always have in your car a leash and a collar for your dog. So situations if your car does stop, like for instance, the other day when I had a flat tire, and I started to bring Kaori with me that day, but I chose not to. And most likely I would have said, "Come on, Kaori, just come on." She usually has her collar on, but sometimes I don't always have her leash with me. And that is important that you have that leash, because though your dog may listen to you, follow you, it could get scared. I was actually like on an expressway freeway, like a 4-lane highway, like 2 lanes going each way. That could have been a bad situation where she could have like panicked, like, where are we? And that would have like tore my heart, So another way of being prepared going on a road trip, having collar and leash.
Yeah.
Mr.
Also
Frazier.
for me, with my girl Yoki, she does listen to me for the most part, but sometimes when I take her out in the front, I kind of go outside and assess what's going on. And this is the same thing if she's in the car. She's normally a dog that is kind of timid being in the car. So I also keep a muzzle on hand, because when she gets in the car, she's always kind of nervous, but then depending on the situation, it could be heightened. And then I would need some extra protection or whatever. So I also keep a muzzle for her. I've not had to do that for the other dogs, but just to keep her safe and the other people safe that may be trying to help me.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Okay.
I was cracking up over here because Paul Frazier said pineapples. And wasn't that the safe word for Kevin Hart or something? Like pineapples, pineapples, right? From his stand-up.
You have to make sure they have room to escape the heat source. Oh, that's a good one. When they have the heat, I think that's more in regards to reptiles, but also dogs. We all know that we don't leave dogs in the car with the windows rolled up or anything like that, especially if it's hot weather. But in regards to the reptile scenario, when you're like having the heat source, you want to add to that in regards to having the heat escape?
Yeah, because depending on the type of enclosure you have, if you have an enclosure like this where there's slats, the heat can escape, and you don't want that. You want it to be contained in there, especially if you're trying to build up humidity. Humidity is a really important part of reptile care. But if you're traveling, I think it's probably okay to just have the heat source without, if it is open, I think it depends on the type of reptile, because some reptiles need underbelly heat, like the geckos, and some need over top heat source, like tortoises. So depending on what it is, you just need to have a general, if you're traveling, I would say just as long as your environment is warm in general, that you should be okay. I was about to say, I lost my gecko.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Hey, Lucy. Yeah, we're going to talk about losing a lizard in my own space.
Yeah, and, oh, gosh, in the hair. I just think there's so many things going on. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Well, first of all, I did not know that it mattered about the heat source being for an underbelly or over the top. So that's something new for me. But just speaking of things that can freak us out, I brought some of my students over to the other building, and we had some wasps. Well, first of all, we encountered ants, and one boy was putting his feet in the anthill, and I'm like, why are you doing that? And so they started biting him, and so then we passed a bush, and there were a couple of wasps that came out, and we got to the other building, and there was this. We were at this missile, and one of my students, a wasp just fell off of her backpack, and I think I was the first person to see it. And I'm sorry that I'm the science teacher, but I left them. I left, and I told them to go kill that wasp. So a gecko, a lizard, or whatever on your shoulder and your hair, your science teacher may very well leave you and tell you to go get it. Go get it. And that's what I did.
Oh my goodness. You said
my job is not to protect you from insects.
The way you just said that story, that was funny.
Right. Peace. Let me go get some help.
Yes. Goodbye. Go get that wasp. Y'all see that? It fell off her backpack.
All right. So other things to be on the go with, not just on a road trip, but we're going to switch it up a little bit because sometimes people might not think this is needed. But when you are going on a it's going like really, really slow. When you are going on a walk, I was hoping it's going to pop up by the time I said it, but it didn't.
It's here.
We see it.
But okay. Now that I thought that it wasn't there, now it's probably going to show something else because I double clicked on it. Well, with that being said, we as a dog owner, we always want to make sure we have our poop bags. I seem to have like a lot around me right now. I don't know why I have a lot of poop bags around me right now.
Yeah.
But also, like as a pet owner and a dog walker, I also want to make sure that I have some things for myself. So I kind of like usually try to have my fanny pack with me because I want to maybe have some hand sanitizer, so a couple of napkins, my water, their water. Some things you just don't think about when you leave the house. Because I have definitely left the house on a walk and be like, oh my God, it's so nice outside. Next thing I know, I'm like 6 blocks further than I even thought I was going to leave. On a walk and be like, so really think through the process of when you get ready to go for a walk, when you're getting ready to go on a car road trip, because you need poop bags when you go on a road trip. You need water, so you can stay hydrated based on temperature. Your dog is going to need water as well. So there's different kind of, like if you take a water bottle for yourself and you just have like the little pop-up dish, those are really nice because you can hook those right onto your leash, or onto your backpack, fanny pack, of your choice, which you take. And if you finish, by the time I finish packing the bag, sometimes I'll just have a little backpack on and have everything. I could be gone for a couple of days. Not a couple of days.
Speaking of backpack,
Tony caught a hot flash.
So something else that you can do on a walk is, make sure that you have a nice first aid kit for the dog. You can strap this right on his back, and it has, first aid stuff, bandages.
Yeah.
So it also has water bottles and things you were just talking about, dishes.
Okay. Because the darndest little things can happen, and being prepared is the best way. So just like how when you take you and your baby on a walk and you make sure your baby got a water bottle, a diaper, some wipes, there are certain things that you want to make sure you have for yourself and your fur baby as well. So, and I know some people take ferrets for walks and cats for walks. So be prepared for those as well. Rubber gloves. So, cute.
Let me try to take Lucy for a walk. Where we gonna go, Lucy? Where we gonna go, huh?
I'm gonna have to go get. I can't wait to sex her to see what mine is. I think I officially know how to sex it from my friend showed me how to sex them.
Still looking like a female over here. You get to stay
Does she have a
Lucy.
little? Does she have her split yet? Where she would pass eggs?
Yeah.
No, that would be under the underbelly, like the part that's probably on the back of your hand.
Not yet.
Mr. Crazy here at home says send them some pictures.
Okay.
These are the only genitals of children that would fur baby lizards that we'll be sending.
That's right. Over here at the Three Wise Pet Pros, we do everything on the up and up.
Yes, yes.
I will send the picture. So I think we're just about at that point. And we just want to say congratulations again to Mr. Durrell for being the winner of our Jeopardy. Keep in mind, we're going to be doing a game at the start of each of our Wednesday broadcasts. So make sure you're here on time so that you can be a winner. Already a winner, though, right?
Winner chicken dinner or no chicken dinner.
You get dinners. All right. Guys, we love you. We thank you for being here. And we at the Three Wise Pet Pros, we can't wait to see you next week. Stay tuned.
All right. Hashtag like, share, hashtag replay. If you watch this all the way to the end, thank you. Thank you. And if you would like to message us on topics that you would like to hear the Three Wise Pet Pros talk about, give their thoughts on, let's talk about it. Share with us. Look forward to seeing y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.